Are you fucking kidding me?
Luka Doncic!
Are you kidding me? Luka Doncic, step back jack over Rudy Gobert.
Onions!
With 3 seconds left, get a defensive stop. Mavs steal Game 2 to take a 2-0 series lead over the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals, 109-108. He's Jeffrey Cooperstein. I'm Harrison Graham. I'm trying to stay calm. It's pretty tough. We're fired up. Get the 77s in the chat.
Have to.
Luka
He's the best player in the world.
Fucking Magic. He got the switch onto Rudy Gobert, who is Luka's child. We know this. And as soon as he did, we knew he was going to step back jack. And he absolutely buried it. And then he yelled at Gobert, "Motherfucker, you can't fucking guard me." Unbelievable. Doncic, 32, 10, and 13. 10 for 23. Had a brutal second quarter.
Awful second quarter.
Good in the first, good in the third. Kind of quiet for most of the fourth. Kyrie, for the first 7 or 8 minutes, got him there. Then he kind of hit the skids, missed 3 free throws. But then Luka slams the door with an iconic shot in the history of the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, we're talking about this. I think in terms of wins, it's for sure a top 5 or top 10 win in franchise history. In terms of game winners,
that's the best.
Maybe the best?
That is the best shot of Luka's career. It's that and the Clipper shot in Game 4 of the bubble.
The bubble. This one tops that. Higher stakes, around later.
It's the biggest shot of his career.
The Dirk lefty layup in Game 2 of the finals was a game winner, obviously. That obviously, but just the iconic step back. I mean, this is an all-timer. I mean, you just kind of recap this game here, Coop. You're down 12 at halftime. You really felt like you were down 20, so credit to the Mavs for a late second quarter spurt just to kind of get into it.
You were down as much as
18, I believe.
18, yep.
You were getting punked, really. You were a step slow most of the night defensively. You were getting gashed in pick and roll, pick and pop. But they just hung around. I mean, the T-Wolves they could never extend, especially in the second half. And late in the third quarter, the Mavs really chipped away, and it was back and forth in the fourth, and they found a way, man. What a fucking win.
77, man. I can't believe there are still people on this earth that doubt him. Stephen A. Smith said earlier today that he should have been second-team All-NBA instead of Jalen Brunson, and he apologized for it. Kendrick Perkins said that Luka's been shit all the playoffs. Where are you now? Howard Beck said Luka doesn't impact winning. I mean, what a fucking clown do you look like right now?
That's just an all-time bad take. He doesn't impact winning.
What are you talking about? I don't care what you say. Jokic won the MVP. Luka is the best player in the world. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander ahead of him in the MVP vote? Are you joking? There's no way that should be the case. This man delivers every single time. He is the most clutch player in the NBA, and the Mavericks are 2 wins away from the NBA Finals because of him. Never doubt this man.
Sub for Mavs, Dubs, trying to get to 30,000 subscribers as soon as possible. We appreciate the love and support you've shown us throughout this playoff run. 6 more wins. We'll be here for all of it. Go ahead and subscribe today. Kind of an all-over-the-place game from Kyrie. Yeah. Terrible in the first 3 quarters. Good first 7 or 8 minutes in the fourth, but then he had a bad turnover. He missed a wide-open 3 on a critical possession. He missed 3 of 4 free throws, and he's a 90% guy. But he did respond after that, hit a big 3.
Yes,
he had 13 in the fourth, so he still had a good fourth, but you're just like, make your goddamn free throws. But he did enough to get you in it in the fourth quarter, and Luka slammed the door. I still think you're going to need a little more from him consistently, but, man.
The 2 free throws were killer. I believe. Yeah, 3 of 4. That's right. I think the Mavs were down. They were down 3 at the time when he missed the pair.
After that, they got down 5.
Yes, they got down 5 because
Minnesota
with
a minute 10 left and won this game. Unbelievable.
Kyrie hit a 3, and then obviously Luka hit his 3. Look, we said it again. Kyrie had a great first half in Game 1. He had a great fourth quarter in Game 2. If he ever puts a 48-minute game together, I think the Mavs are going to win a game convincingly.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Here's the thing, though. Even though he wasn't great, he was better than both of the Wolves stars. I mean, again, for a second straight game, this game you outscored Edwards and Towns 52-36. Towns, I don't believe, played in the fourth quarter.
No, because Naz Reid was 7 of 8 from 3. So they rode the hot hand with Naz Reid, and you did not see Cat there in the fourth at all. Gobert played most of the fourth with 5 fouls as well. So you definitely had the advantage with the star power. And again, people really said Anthony Edwards was the best player on the court. You're a joke. I'm sorry.
I mean, 5 for 17 tonight, not good. Towns, 4 of 16 tonight, not good. I mean, if Naz Reid made that last 3, I mean, you want to talk about an all-time bailout.
And I'll tell you what, he had a great look at it too.
It was a good look.
Good look. He didn't execute.
And you would like your star to typically hunt there. He actually made the right play.
He did.
He fed the hot hand who got a good look from 3, just couldn't get it to go. Wow.
We'll get to the rest of the stats here.
There's some other key things I want to discuss too in this post game. We'll also get you ready for Game 3 as well. Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks. I'm pretty sure, Coop, we made some money tonight.
I think we did as well.
PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100 for first-time customers. That last Luka 3 got him more than 29. That hit, lively hit, more points, rebounds, and assists. We'll talk about him and Daniel Gafford in a second. And Anthony Edwards gagged again tonight. We hit on that one. 10 to win 50. Coop and I got to go buy a couple of drinks because of it. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS. It's a daily fantasy sports app that allows you to set player entries of 2 to 6 player lineups. Choose more, choose less on the different stat projections available, and you can make some money. Check it out, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get started today. Dereck Lively and Daniel Gafford, Coop.
6 of 6 from Lively from the field.
You're getting more production from your 2 centers than they are. You just are.
So Lively, 14, 9, and 2 assists. Gafford with 16 and 5. I know this.
5 blocks from Gafford.
And 5 blocks.
5 blocks.
I know this for a fact. The Mavericks are undefeated when Gafford and Lively combined for 20 points in the postseason. I believe they are now 7-0 in that category.
They combined for 30, 14, and 5 blocks tonight. I mean,
when you're getting that from your center production, you're going to win a lot of ball games, fellas.
And 14 to 16 from the field, whereas Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert combined for 10 for 26.
Wow.
I mean, and by the way, just to kind of further emphasize the inside play, you won the battle in the paint again, 54 to 42 tonight.
Yes, you did.
And you tied the 3-point line.
I was gonna say you tied the 3-point
31. So,
look, man, if your interior guys are gonna outplay their interior guys, you're gonna win the series.
Yeah.
Simple as, especially when that's how the Minnesota Timberwolves are built. They're built on their big guys, man, and the Mavs big guys have kind of punked them.
Credit.
As Luka's told him, motherfucker, you can't guard me. Rudy Gobert does not scare the Mavericks.
No.
He doesn't at all. And Karl Anthony Towns was literally did not play in the fourth quarter because Naz Reid got hot. Now you got to find a way to limit Naz Reid and his 3-point shooting ability, which they did a terrible job of in the first half to the tune of 62 points. But they got much better in the second half. Quick math, 62.
It was 60. 60 to 48.
So they gave up 48 points in the second half. That's acceptable.
2 games in a row, they've held them under 50 after halftime in their building.
Fantastic job by the centers. And also, I do owe someone a bit of an apology.
Credit where it's due.
And I will get to that. Josh Green, I apologize. You played a good game tonight after the first quarter.
Tough rebounds, hit a good 3. He played the first couple minutes of the fourth, too,
he did.
And gave you some good minutes. So, hey, we're going to be critical when it's ugly. We're going to give you praise where it's due. We've been tough as hell on Kyrie in this playoff
No
run.
question.
I mean, we called out Luka in Game 1 against OKC when he half-assed. I mean, listen, we're telling you how we see it. And Josh Green impacted winning tonight. There's no question about it.
He absolutely did. He gave you extremely valuable minutes when Derrick Jones and P.J. Washington were on the bench. And that's what you need, man. How many minutes did Josh Green end up playing tonight?
He played 21 minutes.
21 minutes. He played 13 in Game 2. And look, about 15 of those minutes were really high-quality minutes from Josh Green.
I agree.
You just wish you had a little more consistency there, but a very good game from him tonight, so congrats to Josh.
Jaden Hardy, some big minutes as well. 5 quick points in the second half, hit a big 3. Had another nice assist to, I believe, Gafford or Lively. I can't remember which big.
He had an alley-oop there?
I bet he's got 5 or 6 assists in that little alley-oop game. I mean, he's never passed better. Like, here's one thing that is just undoubtedly true. Like, the confidence is not an issue. So you can put him in there and, like, sure, he may not play well, but it's not going to be because that heartbeat is too fast.
Exactly.
Like, he is completely confident and comfortable stepping into these playoff games. So
not afraid of the moment whatsoever, Jaden Hardy.
12 minutes tonight, he was just a -1. So
and Dante Exum did get some run, but once again,
3 minutes again.
Jaden Hardy, out of Hardaway, Hardy, and Exum, was your best player. So you keep riding the hot hand here in Hardy and see what he can give you, because he is giving you the most out of those three.
They even went to him, Coop. I found it interesting when they did that, when they checked Luka and Kyrie out
Yes.
with 3.5 left because they knew they were going to do the use it or lose it for the defensive possession. They went Hardy over Exum and Tim, which I found fascinating.
And they got to stop.
They're kind of telling you that, like, we don't think there's a defensive issue there.
No, they trust that guy,
They
man.
must trust him at this point on that end of the floor, at least to hold his own. Now, I mean, maybe they did that in case there was a turnover and you get him on the break because your two top offensive guys are out. I don't know, but I found that to be very interesting in that situation.
Look, man, credit to Jaden Hardy. Didn't play much down the stretch of the regular season. Played nothing in the Clippers series at all. Came in midway through the Oklahoma City series, and he has not backed down from the challenge since.
I want to say this, too. I thought Jason Kidd had one of his better games. I thought he took timeouts in the right point, won 2 critical challenges.
Yep.
You got lucky on the second one because the ball was out on McDaniels. Kyrie definitely fouled him.
I'll
you
admit
can't review if it's a foul or not. But that's a good challenge. It's like, hey, like, make the officials make a call, and they had to overturn it. They didn't have a choice, and that was huge.
They only owe us about 15 more calls from the 06
We said it that when you get a call like that in a tight game, you got to take advantage
and
of
then
it.
I believe Kyrie hit the 3 on that next possession.
No, you were down 2 at the time. You ended up. You might be right, actually.
I think that's when Kyrie ended up hitting the 3 there.
Right.
But anyways, yes, they took advantage of their opportunities, man. Dare I say they stole this game?
Oh, there's no question.
They did, right? I mean, I don't think they played better for 3 quarters.
When you look at the final numbers, it's not like Minnesota lit it up, but like they were very close to blowing this game up.
Yeah, they were. It was a 17-point game in Minnesota.
If that game's 20 instead of 12 at halftime,
might be over.
It's over.
Yeah,
I will say you would not have come back.
Yeah. So you steal one, and you're up 2-0 in the series. Coming back to that place on Sunday will be bonkers.
It's gonna be unbelievable. If you are fired up like we are, spam MFFL in the chat. What an opportunity to come home and go up 3-0. It's not going to be easy. I expect Minnesota to keep battling here.
You're going to get their best shot, man. You are absolutely going to get their best shot on Sunday. Mavs have to come ready to play. Hopefully there's not a hangover from that Luka shot. And
the good news is now you have margin for error. Like you don't feel like you have to win both these games at 4.
You can't operate under that assumption.
No, of course not. You're going to try to go sweep them, but you win 2 on the road. The math becomes hard for the opposing
100%.
team. They have to win 4 out of 5 now. And by the way, Coop, you have not lost 2 in a row in meaningful games in 2.5 months.
Since March 4th,
The only way they can win this series is if they beat you twice in a row at least once.
There you go.
And
I believe,
based on recent play, based on history of the NBA, going up 2-0 on the road, it would take
91%
a heroic effort from Minnesota to win this series.
91% after the road team goes up 2-0. We won't talk about the Clippers series in 21. Just flush that from your mind. But they're in a great position. This team's 2 wins away from the NBA Finals.
Let's go, baby.
It's unbelievable.
Mavericks win 109-108.
We'll see you on Sunday.